Hey guys, welcome back to another RoCitizens video. Today I'm going to show you the best ways to use building blocks to make your houses look awesome. If you don't know what building blocks are or how to use them, make sure to check out my How to Get RoCitizens Building Blocks video. For all these, make sure the materials of the block matches the theming of your house. Tip number 1. Baseboards. I create this in all of my houses. It's a really nice little detail that doesn't use too much furniture limit. You can use the wood or plastic building block depending on your theme of your house, but make sure to consistently use one material and the same color for a full house. And it also should match your molding material if you're adding one as well. Step 1. Place a block next to the wall you want to have your baseboard on. Step 2, size the building block across that wall. You can size it taller or shorter. I normally size it 2 points down from the normal height. Optional step 3, for added amount of detail, add another block that's shorter in front of the other block. And there's your baseboard. Tip number 2, molding. You can use the wood or plastic building block depending on your theme of your house, but make sure to consistently use one material and the same color for a full house. This should match your baseboard material if you're adding one as well. This could possibly go outside as well depending on the theme of your house. Step 1. Place a building block on the wall you want your trim on. You can also place it on the ceiling. Step 2. Size the building block to fit horizontally across the wall. You can size it taller or shorter. I normally size it 2 points down from the normal height. Optional, step 3, for added amount of detail, add another block that's shorter in front of it. Then size it shorter. And boom, there's your molding. Tip 3, add wall trim. There are many different designs you can do for wall trims. They can go inside or outside. This is a more detailed and larger version of baseboards. Step 1. Place a building block next to the wall you want. Then size the building block to fit horizontally over the wall bottom. Step 2. Add a cover over the top. This can be with a different material. I normally use plastic if I'm doing wood as the base. If you're adding more detail down here, then I say have an overhang of 3. Then size it across. Create a design over the paneling. Here is your wall trim. Tip 4. Add paneling. Instead of making a plastic boring looking house, you can add more details to the front or the whole outside of the house. There are many different designs you can use for wall trims. They can go inside or outside. You can mix a stone texture using the marble building blocks, or you could use the plastic or wood to make wood panel. Step 1. Making horizontal paneling is also quite similar to making baseboards and trim. Place a building block next to the wall you want it on, and size the block to fit horizontally across the wall bottom. You can size it taller or shorter. You could also do it vertically, but I definitely prefer horizontal for outside especially. Step 2. Layer more blocks that are the same size above those with even spacing between. Here's your paneling. Tip 5. Add kitchen backsplash. This goes behind the counters in your kitchen or bathroom. You have to figure out a pattern you want to do with the blocks. I normally use marble blocks for this, unless it's rustic, whereas I use wood blocks. You could do horizontal stripes, stone tiles, or other things. Step 1. Measure out the space between your cupboard and counters so that you can figure out what kind of pattern you want to do in that space. Step 2. Place the blocks behind the counters to create the pattern. The blocks can be different colored variants to each other, but when I use wood blocks, I normally keep the variant the same. Here's your backsplash. Tip 6. Add pillars. If you have a very open space, make sure to add this. Step 1. Get a wood or plastic block. Plastic would look like the walls, whereas wood would give it rustic theming. Step 2. Size the block to the ceiling. Like, place it down here. Size it to the ceiling up here. And if you want to make it thicker or thinner, make sure to do that now. And also make sure it's even. Optional, step 3. Add a baseboard and molding that matches the rest of your houses. You could easily do this by placing a block here and then placing the pillar on top of it and then sizing around it so that you're not using too much furniture. And you can do the same for the molding. Here's your pillar. Tip 7. Wallpaper. This is really nice for adding an older look to a house. Also a playful look. There are many different patterns you can do, and my friend Guinea Girl has a really good video on multiple designs you can make. In this example, I'm going to be making some vertical stripes. Step 1. Get 2 colors that you want to switch between. Step 2. Size them, stretching up the wall and alternate between the colors. Here's your wallpaper. Tip number 8. Add ceiling designs. My friend Darkness RoCitizens is really good at ceiling designs, so make sure to check out his builds for really nicely themed ceilings. This doesn't need to be used in every room of your house, but I would say use it in the kitchen and the living room. It is especially nice if the ceilings are tall. In this example, I'm going to be making ceiling beams. Step 1. Place the blocks on your ceiling so that you can measure to make sure you're creating even sections between every beam. I'm going to use a metal block to measure, and I'm going to do 1.5 block wide for these. Step 2. Size them, stretching across the wall. You can also make them thinner. I'm gonna have them 2 points thick. There's your ceiling design. Tip number 9, doors. These are needed for making custom houses and also really cool if you're making extensions to houses. Check out my video called 5 Custom RoCitizens Single Door Designs. Tip number 10, windows. These are also needed for custom houses and really cool if you're making extensions to houses. You can also check out my other video called 5 Custom RoCitizens Window Designs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed and this helped you out. Make sure to check out my other videos as well. Bye!